In the vastness of space, where empires rose and fell like waves in an endless ocean, the galaxy faced a terror no species could withstand. The Vral Dominion, an ancient and merciless force, swept through systems with cold precision, leaving only ashes and silence behind. Entire civilizations fell, their cries for help lost in the void. Every species, whether advanced or primitive, had tried to stand against the Vral. All had failed. The Galactic Union, a fragile coalition of hundreds of species, was on the brink of collapse. Planets burned and hope dimmed with each passing day. Entire fleets had been annihilated, alliances shattered, and even the strongest warrior races had fallen before the might of the Vral. In a final act of desperation, the Union sent out a universal distress signal, broadcasting across the stars. "Help us. Anyone, please." No one expected an answer from Earth. Humans were known, but not well. In galactic circles, they were considered primitive, violent, and unpredictable. A young race from a small blue planet on the galaxy's edge. Most dismissed them as reckless beings, too dangerous to trust and too primitive to help. Their reputation was built on stories of brutal wars and an unmatched capacity for destruction. But when the Union's signal reached Earth, something ancient stirred within humanity. They had been ignored, underestimated, even feared. Yet, when others turned away, humanity did something no one else dared. They answered the call. Captain Elias Thorne stood on the bridge of the ISS Valiant, humanity's most advanced warship, forged from the finest Earth technology and hardened by years of silent preparation. His sharp eyes scanned the holographic display of the battlefield. The vast emptiness of space stretched out before them, littered with debris and the burning remains of once proud ships. "We're the last line," he said quietly, the weight of responsibility heavy on his shoulders. "If we fail, they all die." Commander Lanarias, his second in command, nodded sullenly beside him. "The Vral won't see us coming." "They never do," Elias thought grimly. Humanity's strength wasn't in numbers, but in strategy and an unmatched will to survive. The human fleet wasn't vast, but it was deadly. Earth's history was written in blood and fire. Centuries of wars, rebellions, and survival had forged them into something fierce. Where other species sought peace and diplomacy, humans had learned to fight. And when it came to survival, humanity had no equal. Their weapons were brutal, their tactics ruthless, and their resolve unbreakable. The Valiant led the charge into a dying star system where the Union's last defenses were crumbling. The Vral ships, dark and jagged like floating nightmares, loomed ahead, an unstoppable wall of destruction. Union forces were in retreat, their ships shattered and burning, and the last bastion of resistance was moments away from falling. "Engage stealth mode," Elias ordered. The Valiant and its fleet vanished from sensors like ghosts slipping through the shadows. The Vral didn't notice the humans until it was too late. Missiles screamed through space, tearing into the Vral's rear formations. Human ships moved like predators, fast, silent, and ruthless. The first wave of human firepower ripped entire enemy cruisers apart in seconds, leaving only twisted metal and drifting wreckage. On the Union flagship, Admiral Core of the Thalwar species watched in disbelief as the impossible unfolded. The humans had come, and they were winning. His four eyes widened as he saw the precision and brutality of their assault. "Who? What are they?" he whispered to no one in particular. The battle became a slaughter, but not of humanity. The humans fought like no other species had before. They didn't retreat, didn't negotiate. They attacked with relentless fury. Every move was calculated, every strike devastating. Their tactics were not just effective, they were terrifying. The Vral, for the first time in centuries, faltered. Their ships spun wildly. Commanders lost control in fear, and emotion they thought forgotten crept into their hearts. Inside the Valiant, Elias watched coldly as the tide turned. Target their command ships. Break their coordination. Commander Rees relayed the order with precision, and moments later, human destroyers ripped through the heart of the Vral fleet. Fire and debris scattered across the void. The enemy's central fleet crumbled, leaving isolated ships vulnerable and confused. The Vral flagship turned to flee, but humanity wasn't done yet. No survivors, Elias said coldly. The Valiant surged forward, unleashing one final barrage that obliterated the fleeing ship. The flagship disintegrated into a brilliant explosion, lighting up the battlefield like a dying star. The silence that followed was deafening. On the Union flagship, Admiral Corr's voice crackled through the comms, thick with awe and gratitude. "Humans, you saved us. We owe you everything." Elias stared at the ruins of the Vral fleet, his expression unreadable. "Next time you call for help, don't forget who answered." The humans didn't stay for praise. They came, they fought, and they left, leaving behind a galaxy forever changed. The Union offered medals, alliances, and endless gratitude, but humanity refused fanfare. Their message was clear. They didn't come for recognition. They came because no one else would. But the legend of humanity spread like wildfire. Stories of ruthless warriors from a forgotten world echoed through the stars. Tales of ships moving like shadows, of force that struck without warning and showed no mercy. Entire civilizations remembered the day when hope had died, and the killer humans came to the rescue. And the galaxy would never forget who saved them.